people doing it here, yo? Drew, bring your over here. Didn't I tell y'all no company?
It's only a little bit of people, it's not.
This is a whole lot of people, yo. Brent, you was supposed to be in charge of all this. You let him have all these people over here?
I didn't let him have all these people over here. I don't know who these people are.
I'm joking with you, don't be smiling. But I'm gonna deal with you, yo. And you too, Britt. Listen, y'all ain't got to go home, but y'all gotta get the out of here.
When the cat is away, the mice will play. You just saw a clip of Follow the Rules. That airs Monday at 10 on MTV. Joining us now is the star of that new show. Rapper and actor Ja Rule is in the house. We so appreciate the time. Thank you so much for coming up here.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome.
I've been waiting to get to the table, man.
Oh.
Get in, man. Stephen, I ain't seen you since for a minute.
I don't even know if they noticed. Do y'all know? First of all, he was raised in Hollis, if I remember correctly. We went to the same elementary school, PS 134 in Hollis.
Everybody from Hollis went to 134.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But Stephen A., what you don't know is this man got kicked out in kindergarten of 134. He got kicked out.
I did.
If you know anything about our school, Skip, that wasn't hard to do. That wasn't hard to do. I mean, you know, they kicked you out of 134 for looking at a teacher wrong. You just look. I got suspended. I got suspended for rolling my eyes at Miss McHugh.
He remembers the name. I love it.
They sent me home. That's one of the rare beatings I got in my life. That's how I learned how to act.
You got suspended.
You know?
I never would have believed it.
And now,
I got suspended for 2 days. For 2 days for rolling my eyes at Miss McHugh, and then Pops beat me down when I got home. That's how I learned how to act.
and now you roll your eyes at us every day. We get to.
We're gonna get Miss McHugh in here. We're gonna have to get Miss McHugh in here,
right? So now that's why you don't play with your kids, right? I mean, you're serious with them. We just saw a clip from the show, and obviously we know all your success with the music, Murder Inc., huge fan, all those collaborations, the acting. Now you have your show. So what's in store now?
Just working hard. You know, I got my new show and stuff, you know, working on my new album and film projects and stuff, and some other shows and stuff that I'm working on and executive producing and stuff. So I'm just having fun right now, you know, enjoying life.
Staying busy.
Yeah.
Stephen A.
Well, listen, I just want to know what made you decide to do this? What made you decide to go this route, considering your music background? I know you've done some acting before.
Yeah.
I've watched you with Steven Seagal and a few others, and a few other movie spots that you've done.
Yeah.
But what made you decide to go this part as opposed to really focusing primarily on the music?
Well, you know, as you get a little older in this business, you know, you got to kind of reinvent yourself in different ways. And, you know, I was being thrown around ideas to do a sitcom type of family show with my family, and I was like, there's no better way to do a sitcom family show than with my real family. So, you know, I went and pitched the idea to MTV, and, you know, here we are.
Here you are.
Yeah.
Well, and here your Giants are, teetering somewhere close to first place in the NFC East.
Yes, yes.
Okay, give us your take on their chances of winning this division, especially because of your quarterback, Eli Manning.
I think we're going to win the division. And I think, you know, your boys are looking bad. Philly's looking, I mean, we had a weak division. We have the weakest division in football. So
I don't know that. AFC
South.
AFC South is pretty bad too. They're pretty bad too. But you know, we're looking decent. You know, we're right there. And I'm gonna make a case today for Eli Manning to be pushed into the upper echelon of quarterbacks, because he has a great arm, and when he's on, he's on. When he's off, he's off. But he's on at the right times. You know, Peyton is the great regular season quarterback, probably the greatest regular season, but when he gets to the playoffs, not so much. Eli is like the polar opposite. He's not the greatest regular season quarterback. When he's in that moment, you don't know what you could get from him. So I'm like, if we could get to the playoffs, and that other Eli shows up, hey, it may be ball game on.
Let me ask you this question as a Giants fan. And I asked this question on behalf, Skip, of my sister, Skip and Molly, on behalf of my sister Linda, the most diehard Giants fan that I know. Ja Rule, how disgusting is it for you, particularly fresh off of watching them give up 52 points?
I know.
As great as their offensive weapons may be, to see a Giants squad that's not synonymous with the defensive, elite defensive prowess.
I knew he was going to say that. I know.
How does that make you feel?
It's crazy. It's crazy to me because that's always been the Giants' thing. We hung our hat on our defense, you know, from Lawrence Taylor to Harry Carson, Carl Banks, all those guys. You know, those serious defensive teams. You know, even Strahan and you know, and those teams are serious defensive teams. So for us to not really have a great defense is bothering me a little bit. But, you know, hopefully, you know, JPP could come back and do something. You know, the hand, I know you need it to get up under the pads and stuff and to do stuff, but I think he can still help out.
Do me a favor. Take your bling off your mic. Just pull it up a little bit. It's stuck on. It's rubbing.
It is nice, though.
We're gonna stick it inside the shirt. We don't need it at all.
Stuck on your.
Now it's stuck on the mic. Okay. There we go.
You don't need the mic, bro. Trust me.
We need the mic more than we need the bling, right?
You need the
nice,
mic.
though.
There you go.
So here's my view of Eli Manning. Sometimes I think he's clutch, and other times I think he's flat out lucky because he has been known to close his eyes in a Super Bowl and throw a pass and a prayer stuck in a guy's face.
Ja Rule, don't answer that. Don't answer that question.
It's a trap.
You know, Steve,
Don't answer that question.
You know Skip likes to throw blasphemies.
No,
you know
no.
Exactly.
Even the other day at New Orleans, his best throw of the game was, to me, a pass and a prayer. He just hauled off and threw it as far as he could, and Odell just happened to drift behind the two DBs and caught it for the longest touchdown of the game, right? Am I right about that?
You call it luck, I call it clutch.
Okay, clutch or luck? I think it's clucky, maybe. Right? Yeah,
Well,
I don't know.
Let me say this. Let me say this, Ja Rule. Let me say this. Ask Skip this question, Ja.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you wish Tony Romo was that lucky?
Yeah, I bet he does. I bet he does. Because he's not that lucky. He gets into, he's very unlucky.
You know, over the past 3 years, Tony Romo has been the clutchest quarterback in pro football.
Come on,
I can
Without
give you
a
the
Super
stats.
Bowl.
I don't have them right here, but
you
trust me,
say
in
that?
the fourth quarters, he's been the clutchest.
The best non-winning quarterback.
Statistically, he has the most
best
comebacks.
non-winning quarterback of the modern era.
Wait, help me out.
The best non-winning quarterback of the modern era.
Help me out. What happened in this very year's season opener? Remember that game at Jerry World? What happened? How clutch was Eli at the end of that game?
That was luck. That was him getting lucky. That was
Tony Romo
absolutely.
picking your defense apart and throwing it to Jason Witten for the clutchest touchdown?
Not that good.
Oh, come on.
It was like taking candy from a baby.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, and you're going to win the division with a defense that gave up 52 points?
Yes, because your team is they're in a wheelchair right now, and so is Philly, and so is Washington.
Okay.
So we're looking pretty good.
Okay, so here's my scenario that I just told Stephen A. and Molly about. Coming this Sunday, my Cowboys get to play host to what's left of those Eagles and Sam Bradford, as I call him. And if my Cowboys win that game, and maybe, just maybe, your Giants slip up at Tampa, which is highly possible. They just won at Atlanta. They just won at Atlanta.
I know, you love Tampa.
Okay? So all of a sudden, if the Redskins then, of course, lose at Tom Brady, what's that East look like? It looks like the Cowboys would be right in the middle of it with Tony Romo coming back in 2 weeks.
That's a lot of wishful thinking.
No, it's not.
I
think it's
the Giants will be 2 games up after this weekend.
Yeah, we'll be 2 games. We're going to beat Tampa Bay, and you guys will lose to Philly. Actually, I need both of y'all to lose, if that's possible.
I know, right?
Philly and Dallas could lose. That would be great.
Okay, who is the best quarterback in all of pro football right now?
See, now this is where we'll agree.
Oh.
Mr. Brady.
Yeah.
Mr. Brady. I like it that you called him Mr. Brady.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Tom, the Psycho Tom.
Oh, Lord.
Is the
So
I know you like the bad man. I know you like the bad man.
That just sounds corny.
I know you like the bad man.
First Take is a cool show. Oh, Psycho Tom.
Stop it.
Clearly he watches.
Yeah, I mean, come on. We got to come up. Skip, we got to come up with a better name than that. Skip, we got to come up with a better name than that.
What we got to come up with is a better name for the bad man. Because he's B-A-D bad. He's just bad. He's just bad. He's just bad.
Hey, listen. It's just a bad day. It's just a bad day at the office. It happens.
I want to make an argument,
He'll get over it.
I want to make an argument, though, for Super Cam.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm liking Cam Newton.
We are too.
He's
we like him a
balling
lot.
out of control this year. I like him a lot.
You like that team to win?
I like the Panthers.
The MVP race is 1-2. Brady, Cam, right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Brady distantly ahead, but nevertheless,
why would
Brady
you say instantly? They're
to me
7-0.
Because Brady's off the charts in terms of the numbers that he's putting up. The record is identical. The defense in New England is not as good as the defense in Carolina, in my opinion. But Brady is doing what Brady is doing. It's just been on another level. It's not.
But Brady always does that.
Greatness.
So it looks better.
Well, I'm just saying.
For Cam to be doing it right now.
What you want me to say? What do you want me to say? Listen, I wish I could ignore it.
You have to go with the bad man. You're not allowed to go with Brady. You got to stick with the bad man. Tell him, Skip.
I agree.
Stick with the bad man.
Tell him, Josh.
Boy, look. I know the wife ain't here. Did she send you to do that? Did she send you to do that? Because I'm waking up in the morning. Is that what you did?
You didn't see that.
Yeah. All I want to know is, can I get a what? You know, can I get a? That's what I
there we go. Bringing me back to the.
I like that, Skip. I like the I like that. Pun intended.
Yeah.
Right? All right, let's take a quick break. Ja Rule's staying with us. Up next, we'll talk a little NBA. I'm assuming you're a Knicks fan. We'll get into that in just a bit. More after the break.